Mike, man, I want your first take on this. I know, again, big comic reader. Eternity, man. I did not.
I was surprised.
Anticipate this. Expect this. This is deep in the. This is huge for the Marvel.
Yeah, it's like a huge. It's like a deep cut,
man. I mean, Mike, take it away, man. Again, so for people at home, Mike's going to let you all know his thoughts about it. But we have seen glimpses of this character with the Guardians films. But Mike, man, I was shocked. Take it away, man. Your thoughts on this character?
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Eternity is like one of the fundamental forces of the universe. It's Eternity and then the sibling Infinity. And like Eternity is like higher than like the Celestials and higher than Galactus in terms of like the Marvel cosmology. Like it's like the one above all, the living tribunal, and then like Eternity and Infinity is like right under that. So like the fact that they introduced Eternity, I was like, wait, what? That's not, it can't be the same. Oh, wait, it's the same. It is Eternity. Oh, shit. So, yeah, I wasn't expecting them to go that grandiose with it. And I loved it. I wish they kind of like had Eternity do something.
Yeah.
As opposed to just have the silhouette be there. But like, as a comic book nerd, I was here for it. I was like, it's not something they're not going to introduce Eternity in the MCU. Like, absolutely not. So now that tells me we're definitely going to get, they did Eternity. We're definitely going to get Galactus. We're going to get the Phoenix Force, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully the Phoenix Saga, probably not way down the line. Maybe they'll just skip the Phoenix Saga and get the Phoenix Force.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I loved it. And I'm curious of what they're going to do with it, knowing that what we got with Thunder or Love, whatever her name is.
We'll talk about that because a child born of that is OP to the next level. But
yeah, Amanda, like there's no threat. Like what do you
in game? I mean, this is the secret weapon. This is the nuclear bomb right now. Amanda, your thoughts on this is a really, like Mike alluded to, this is a really big deal because as we talk to, this definitely opens the door to Eternals, Celestials, and even to the umpteenth degree. Your thoughts on kind of really the mission at hand in this film being introduced here?
You know what? I didn't even know how big this character was until Mike said it. And now I'm sitting here like, we have that introduced. We have timeline business with Loki that we have to fix. We got whatever the hell happened in Spider-Man. We got Kang coming. Like, it's just, what is happening? Like, literally, what? And then we have like the Eternals playing and everything that's happening there. And then Shang-Chi with like, I'm like, listen, guys, I cannot deal with these like 4 cracked timelines that I have no idea what's going on. And you're still introducing on top of that.
This is a buffet that's running all at us.
Which is great. And I love that. But it's the fact that like this Thor is a contained story. I really loved this so much because it's very personal. Like you said, there's no excess. It doesn't have to really connect that much like a multiversal story. And I think that I prefer this than a multiversal story, especially because like I didn't really vibe with Multiverse of Madness. I think that they tried to do way too much with it just because they could in that case. But I feel like they're not addressing what they've already set up. And there's so much set up to other things that even at the end of Multiverse of Madness with his third eye, we're not going to see that in until 5 years from now. Right. So I think my thing is that's great that this was introduced. I think it's a wild concept where there's so much that they can do with it, but they can't keep setting all this stuff up and then not explaining how any of this connects and like what causes other things to happen. So that's sorry that I went off on a little rant,
it's a concern it's a concern that you and other people, and we'll dive into it as we wrap up the video as far as phase 4 and kind of the lack of direction, and phase 5 is going to be the biggest phase of all time leading up to X-Men and Fantastic Four.
I think part of it is I don't even necessarily think the MCU phase 4 is a lack of direction. I think because right now we're in the building phase and
starting from scratch essentially.
Not only are they starting from scratch from their universe, they're also starting from scratch a lot of with their actors as well. So in a sense, like they're building and introducing a lot of these concepts, because not only do they have to worry about the movies, unlike the other MCU product, now they're doing movies, they're doing television shows, they're doing animated things, cartoons, which I don't know, maybe that'll connect to the MCU at some point. So like,
I hope not, because that's nothing.
Yeah, but like,
well, I mean, what if is a
yeah, but they're introducing all these concepts so that maybe they could take Eternity and throw it into like a Doctor Doom Disney Plus movie Disney, or whatever. So it's like, I don't necessarily think it's a lack of direction. I think we just don't see it yet, because we're only getting what we're getting. But Kevin Feige, who's like he even said, like, I know what the direction is, because you're the one that's crafting it. So we might see it as a lack of direction because we don't know what the direction is. But he even said, like, it'll all be clear soon, which is probably in like Hall H. So more than likely, because I mean, and in many ways, I kind of feel like it's obvious that they're leading to Secret Wars.
This seems like the big obvious,
Like they mentioned the incursions. What's the Secret Wars? Like they're bringing all these characters together. They're having Eternity introduced. Like, I feel like it's just leading to Secret Wars, and then eventually, like, and it makes sense with all the multiple different timelines. We could pull a Spider-Man from here, a Doctor Strange, an Iron Man from here. It might not be Tony Stark, but it's still an Iron Man. So we can have your big giant Secret Wars event.
More of that to be said in a bit. And again, guys, thank you all for watching this. We're an hour or something in. We're going to wrap up the film and then get more into this discussion. But again, thumbs up, and Mike's information is in the description. But this is where the film gets